We don't have to deal with some Chinese factory to make our product. However many customers they have, we'd be competing with them for their attention, for priority. So our product development philosophy is we do all of our prototyping in-house with the plan to do all of our production in-house as well. We also use existing inventory materials as much as possible when we're developing a new product. We reinvest the profits from existing product into this new product development. It's a virtuous cycle that we try to keep on repeating. So we do our own prototyping in-house because it really helps us differentiate our products from other sellers on e-commerce platforms like Amazon and Etsy. It's not going to be just another Me Too product that you could buy off of Alibaba and stick your logo on. You're competing with 7 duplicate listings with different logos on Amazon. We make an effort that if we're going to develop a product, there's really nothing like it on the market. So when we do launch it, we don't have existing competition and we can capture that market share. And personally, I come from a mechanical engineering background. I just like to make stuff. My previous jobs, I've done a lot of sourcing. So I'm good at finding materials and inventory at the prices you need to find them at in order to come up with a profitable product. That's about sending out a lot of requests for quotes. If you want to get the best pricing, you're going to have to find 15 suppliers, reach out to all of them, 10 will respond, you'll get final pricing from maybe 5 of them, and then you choose the lowest pricing. Maybe you choose the 2 lowest price suppliers and you get samples from them, and you choose the one with the lowest price and the best sample. And that way, you're not just finding one supplier on Alibaba and then you're beholden to them. Another thing related to cash flow is we try to use existing inventory materials in our product development. For example, this was our first golf-related product. It's a golf ball bottle opener. We figured out how to machine and route golf balls. We have a jig set up so we can hold them down on our machine, buy these golf balls in bulk. Now, when we want to develop an additional product like these golf ball shot glasses or these golf ball flasks, we already have the expertise to know how to process these golf balls, be able to carve out the pockets that you need to press the flask in or put the shot glass in. And it's just one less inventory material that we have to go out and source and buy to develop a new product. Sure, we have to go get the stainless steel shot glasses and the flasks, but by using existing inventory materials for our new product development, it helps us save a little bit of money. Another advantage of doing our production in-house is we don't have to deal with some Chinese factory to make our product, because we'd be competing with however many customers they have, we'd be competing with them for their attention, for priority. But if we do it in-house, we're just buying off-the-shelf components, bringing them in, and we can prioritize the production. It can shorten the production cycle for a new product instead of having to wait 3 or 6 months and thousands of emails back and forth to try to bring up an overseas factory to do your process. When you control it in-house, you could just be hitting it every single day and really push it over the finish line and shorten that product development cycle. This is why every product that we launch ends up costing around $5,000, and it just ends up being very cash intensive. We have to buy samples for whatever the idea is. If it's the golf ball shot glasses, we gotta buy samples for the shot glasses, we gotta find flask samples. Then we have to start prototyping. And so we're using existing inventory to try to come up with prototypes. We've probably wasted hundreds of golf balls trying to perfect the machining processes for these products. And then we got to buy the tooling and equipment. So the end mills and router bits that we need for this are different from this, or different from that. So we have to buy ones that are longer. And then in terms of assembly equipment, we've got a press here, we've got a sander, inline drill. Not the labor of assembly and design, but just the material cost for all this stuff on the table right here is $400. And then you build in the product development labor, the sourcing labor, and that adds up very quickly when you're paying US prices of $20, $25 an hour. And then once you do finally get a prototype, then you have to do photography and video, which is extremely important in the e-commerce space because nobody can pick up and feel your product. So your video and photography has to be absolutely on point. So we put a lot of effort into that with our products. And then for launch, you got to buy the initial inventory that you need. So you're going to spend a couple $1,000s, you know, on these flasks or these shot glasses or the fasteners to put stuff together. Because when you do launch, you want to have enough material on hand that if it's successful, that you don't run out of stock, especially on Amazon. If it's successful, you got to buy additional inventory. Let me back up. First, you got to spend advertising for that launch. You're basically going to sell that product at break even, whether you're lowering the price and not making any profit just to bring sales in to get reviews, or you're spending all the profit that you otherwise would have on advertising, because you got to get eyeballs onto that listing to get that initial traction. Then after, if you're hopefully successful, you got to take any profit that you made, or maybe just additional capital, buy more inventory, build more product. Really, it's gonna take 6 to 24 months to make your investment back. And then once your inventory levels stabilize a bit and you're really starting to make some money, we dump that back into developing the next product and kind of keep that cycle going. If I'm being honest, I probably spend too much time on product development and not enough time on the marketing side. And that's kind of a personal thing. I like the product development. I like making and coming up with new ideas and making stuff. And I always tell myself, I'll get to the marketing one day when I have a big enough product catalog that it's gonna be really worth it to pay somebody or hire somebody to do that marketing, because I tell myself the myth or the lie that I'm gonna do it, I can figure it out, but there's just too much going on running a business to try to bring that on myself. So, but there is some truth to that, increasing our product catalog, especially if we're focusing on this golf, hockey, and baseball niche. When we expand our catalog in those niches and we pay to have somebody come to our website or our Amazon listing and they have a choice from product XYZ, you're more likely to capture the sale. You can upsell them to buy multiple different products. I think the first quarter of 2023, we'll pivot a bit more to the marketing aspect of things. We've got a few products that we're trying to push over the finish line in this next month or two so that we have them launched in time for the fourth quarter. And then once November hits, it's kind of all hands on deck just to be able to make everything and get it shipped in time for Christmas. And all the product development really stops, because with the other side of doing all your production in-house is we got to make everything. So we're going to be hiring somebody in the next month so that we're a bit staffed up for the holidays. And I'm working 12, 14-hour days just trying to get stuff out, working more in the business, not on the business. January, everybody's exhausted. I take a couple weeks off, and then we kind of start that product development cycle back up. We'll start getting more stuff out. Our next busy time is Father's Day. So all that work that we do in the slower times then pays off when we hit these really busy times like Father's Day and Christmas. Stick around, we'll have some more product development videos coming up, and if there's any aspect of this video that piqued your interest, leave a comment below. I can address it there and maybe even make a video targeting that specific idea. Thanks.